Anytime, as we know, that Jerry Jones speaks at a press conference, it is phenomenal. Del Tufo has literally 19,000 drops. I think Jerry Jones, he is the leader in our drops department, right? We have more Jerry
100%.
Jones drops over the 7-year history of this show. No, we don't have to.
I could have made more. I mean,
no, but you remember? Oh, yeah, you remember when we first started at NFL Network when Parcells was the coach, and his press conferences were must see. Like we would have a whole section.
Yes,
I think he spoke on a Wednesday or Tuesday, whichever day it was. We had a segment called Fresh Tuna.
Yeah,
where we would take the 3-4 best minutes of his, because his press conferences around 2003.
Well, he would sit at that little table.
Sit at a table.
Yeah, that round
and it was the only thing you could equate it to was a Sopranos episode, the New Jersey boss,
right,
talking about his innermost thoughts and his innermost feelings, and the media and all of us were Dr. Melfi. And because the Sopranos, as you know, came on the air in 99 and 03, right. I think they were just getting into season 3,
Right in the middle.
No, I want, should have been like season 5, but they took a year and a half off all the time.
Yeah.
And so at any rate, so that was must see. And now Jerry's kind of morphed into that. So this is out of all the sound bites, and there were some great sound bites when he was introducing Dak as his newly long-term signed franchise quarterback. This is the one that leapt out at all of us. I think all of us together on a text exchange were saying, he said this? Okay, hit it.
The truth is, most anything that I've ever been involved in that ended up being special, I overpaid for. Every time, to the end. Anytime I've tried to get a bargain, I got just that. It was a bargain in a lot of ways, and not up to standard.
So, how do you take this? That so there's two things. Is that he's admitting he's been had. As a matter of fact, he in another soundbite later on said that out of all the people that have worked him in a business deal, I'm paraphrasing, that he's happiest to have been worked by, it was Dak Prescott. So you're sitting here as a fan of the team and you're kind of like, not many general managers or people who shop for the groceries for a team and sign players will fully admit, yeah, I've been had. Not a great deal for us. Except for the fact that we do have a player who we adore and we love and we think we can win with and all of that. That's great. But how many general managers come out and say, yeah, we could have done this a couple years ago maybe. It might have been cheaper for us. But he's the only general manager who actually signs the checks. So there's that. And that gives you, TJ Jefferson, Dallas Cowboy fan, maybe a little bit of pause saying, what's he going to do to protect Dak, because that's necessary? Mm-hmm. What's he going to do to make sure that if Zeke and Amari Cooper are, in fact, hitting their prime years, which they are, they get to stay, that we're not going to be sitting here 2 years from now on the new league year of 2023 talking about Zeke's been cut or Amari's going to be cut or something like that. You mean you got to keep this core together. And you got to play defense. My God, you got to play defense. Look at what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers just did. And they got the GOAT at quarterback, and they had some outstanding weapons for the GOAT at quarterback. You got to play defense. You got to make sure that Dak doesn't have to come back from 25 points, 29, 20, 34 points down like he did in virtually every game before his leg snapped in two. What is he the right guy to do it? And the question is, if the answer is no, and I bet you 9 out of 10 Cowboys fans will say no, too bad. That's the way he's going to run his team. That's it. So that's one way that gives you pause. And then the other one, like, what if you're Dak? Again, as you know, we're a happy family here. We're a happy family here. What if, I said to you, Chris, I think we could put Emmy Award-winning shows together for you, with you.
Absolutely.
With you. I need you here to put, but everything that I'm saying right now indicates that your talent is worth less than the money that I was forced to overpay you.
There is less pie.
How would you take that one?
I don't know if that's going to sit well.
How'd you take that one?
That was so confusing.
I was like, what I just said, or
no,
what
he said. It's like I think he was trying to be complimentary.
Now he is, because he absolutely is. He's
I did go higher
register.
No,
Yeah.
you have to go higher. He absolutely is being complimentary. You have to understand where he's coming from. He's coming from a man who's got all the money.
All the money.
Okay, and he's also coming from a man who makes business deals, and the business deals that he has made have been phenomenal to get him to be able to afford the Dallas Cowboys and overpay for them, and then to eventually, I'm telling you, the business that he runs with the Yankees. I mean, many people out there, if you've paid for a public seat license or you go to a stadium with a name of a corporate sponsor on the name, it's possible that he's the one who struck that deal. Yeah. So he's made a ton of money, and he knows the business deals, and he knows what overpaying is for. And the things that he's overpaid for are the things that he loves the most. So this is a compliment, actually.
Well, I think you could take it like, if he really wants something, I'm going to spend whatever I need to.
Whatever is what he says at a bargain, like you get what you pay for. Is what he's saying. That's another way of the phrase that you get what you pay for.
So who is he throwing under the bus there by saying
himself,
that?
I guess. It's kind of like a self-own at his own expense, but, you know, for Dak, if I'm Dak, I'm sitting there saying, okay, I now have all the money too at this position. So let's laugh it up and let's hug it out. Let's go win some football games.
Let's go.
Who's next, though, at the next level? Trent Dilfer will tell you about the prospects. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like he's talking from a billionaire, successful billionaire point of view, owner point of view. But you came in yesterday. If you want to repeat what you said, you have the floor.
Sure. I was just trying to think about the right way to say it, but it just came out as like, is he the most successful bad businessman ever? Because he just overpays for everything.
I point to the fact that the Cowboys are what they're worth. Their stadium is what it is.
Right.
Okay.
And I understand that. So I guess I really should have
And I mentioned Legends Hospitality.
Yeah,
That's the organization he and the Yankees co-own or co-run and make business deals around the globe.
And I get that. So I guess I should have just narrowed it down to football.
But what he is can he bring that business acumen to a spot and build a team in the construct of you can't spend whatever you want. Overspending for something is dangerous. It's not bad. It's dangerous.
It can be bad.
It's dangerous. Yeah. It's risky. It's
not
the smartest play. It's not the smartest play.
Right.
It's a play that can be a winning one, but you can't just wait forever and then I'll just overspend on it, because that takes away from other parts of the operation that you need to have work in order for it to be ultimately successful.
Right.
So I'll say to you, like, is he the most speculative general manager of the most successful businessmen of all time? That's a small subset. Yeah, you can make that case.
Right.
You know? But I, however, will say this, and then, hour 2 coming up. In using your phraseology, I am the best worst golfer of all time.
Because you're a fun hang.
Well, no. No, I can any ball that's in the fairway, I'll chunk it. Right?
Right.
Any ball that's below my feet or above my feet, I'm so used to hitting out of trouble. I'm great at that. Right. I'm superb at hitting out of the rough with a ball above my feet. I'm great.
Because you're always there.
I'm always there.
Yeah.
Settle down just a little bit.
So I am the best worst golfer of all time.
That makes sense.
Meaning I'm the Jerry Jones of golf, to use your phrase. I'll take it.
Sure.
I will take it.
With a few less zeros.
Not on my scorecard.
Hey.